Alright, now that we know how to plot some points, we are going to step on to graphing. And a bit before we do that, we're going to learn about finding the slope. So I'm sure you've heard the word slope before. And when we're talking about graphing, I want you to think about the steepness of a line. So when I say steepness, I want you to think of it as almost like a hill, where if you're walking up a hill that's like that, it's not very steep. But if you're walking up a hill like this, it's quite steep. Okay? So when you're thinking of these lines, I want you to think of it like a hill. Now, how do we find the slope? So the slope, you may have heard before, is rise over run. So rise divided by run. So when we're trying to find the slope, there are 3 simple steps. The first one is to draw 2 dots on the lines. So what we're going to do in this one is we're just finding, the dots are already here for us, but we're finding where the line goes through the intersections. So you can see that the intersections, so here's an intersection, but of course it's not on the line. So we are looking for wherever this line goes on one of the intersection points. So right here is not an intersection point because it's on this line, but it's not on that line too. So here is an intersection point because it's right along there and right along there. Here's another one. And actually here's another one. Okay. So that is the first thing, is to find out where the points are. Now or the dots. And they've done that for us right here. So the second thing to do is make a triangle. So we're always going to follow these lines and make a triangle. Okay, so it's going to be straight up or straight down and off to the right. Okay. Now, when we think of the word rise, it means to go up. Okay? So we are going to count the number of times it goes up. So when we start at this dot, we are counting each line that goes up. So 1, 2, 3. So we rose 3. And now we're going to find the run. So running means to go left or right. So we're right here, and now we're going to go 1 over. So our slope is 3 over 1. So let's just recap this for a second. We are going from one dot to the other. We make our triangle. And we're going to count up. 1, 2, 3. Notice how I did not count the dot as 1, because we went up a line to 1, up another line to 2, up another line to 3, and now I'm right here and I'm going to go over 1. Alright, so here's another practice question. Now they've drawn the 2 dots on the lines for us, but if they did not draw the line or dots on the line for us, then we would have to find them. So the first thing I want you to do is make a triangle. Okay. And then we're going to count from one dot to the other. Now we're going to start at this dot, and we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now how many are we going across? So we're right at this dot, or right at this corner. 1, 2, 3. So the slope for this one is 7 over 3. So this one's a bit different. As you can see in the last couple, our lines have been going up. But this one, the line is going down. So, they've drawn the 2 dots on the lines for us, and now we need to make the triangle. So we're going to draw it down, and over. So, we're going to start here, but this time we're going down. We're going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've gone down 6. When we go down, we're going to put a little minus sign in front. That means to go down. So now we've gone down the 6, and now we're going to go over 1, 2. And that's our slope. Alright, so now it's your turn. So in this one, I would like you to find the slope. You're going to make the triangle, and then you're going to count from one dot to the other. So I'd like you to do that right now. Okay. So I'm going to draw my triangle. I'm going to go up and over. Okay. So we're going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going over 1, 2, 3. So our slope is 7 over 3. Let's do one more. So in this one, they don't give us any dots. So you have to be very careful because the dots that you put on must be on the intersections. So for example, I cannot put a little dot right there because it's not on the cross or intersection. I couldn't put it right here because it's not on the intersection. So I want you to look right here and see if you can find out where it would be on the intersection. It looks like there's one right here. And following it up, it looks like the other one is right here. Okay. And now we make a triangle. And we're going to count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the slope for this one is 6/5. So your homework is to complete Chapter 3.2 assignment found on My RCOA. And just a little piece of special information. There are 4 questions on the chapter quiz that will be similar to the homework questions.